Commissioner Marta KOS as a reliable collaborator of the communist secret police. The Yugoslav secret political police was unofficially known as the Udba. Slovenian Marta KOS, European Commissioner for Enlargement, served a few years as a secret and reliable collaborator for this communist secret police, more precisely for the Slovenian part of the Yugoslav Udba. In a fit of anger over the hefty European fine recently imposed on him, the world's richest man, Elon Musk, called the members of the European Commission Stasi commissioners on X. And Musk is absolutely right here, at least in one case, unfortunately in the Slovenian. As already mentioned, Commissioner Marta KOS was a collaborator for the Yugoslav secret police, unofficially known as the Udba, while Stasi was the abbreviated name for the East German secret police. Well, Elon Musk uses this world-famous and criminal name on X as a general term for all secret police forces. Thus, Musk unwittingly hit the bullseye, at least for Marta KOS, when he spat on the Stasi commissioners, as she was in fact involved in the secret communist police of Yugoslavia, which was, in its principles and methods, the twin of the Stasi. Marta KOS's story is now revealed in the book Commissioner by author Igor Omerza and is available to readers. It is important to understand that the communist secret police differentiated registered sources from registered collaborators. Both types received code names, but the source was only reporting, while the collaborator was more proactive and involved in spreading disinformation, as well as participating in secret actions at home and abroad. The Slovenian Udba in 1987, for example, processed around 120,000 people in Slovenia, a republic with a population of 2 million. This work was carried out by 700 Udba officers, with the help of the public police and 3,500 sources and collaborators. The communist secret police operated in Slovenia as part of the Yugoslav secret police from 1944 to 1990. The Yugoslav secret political police was established by communist leader Tito during the war on May 13, 1944, under the name OZNA, and in March 1946, it was renamed UDB. In colloquial language, the letter A was soon added, hence Udba. And this colloquial and unofficial name for our political police is still in use today, regardless of the fact that its official name has changed once again over the years. Udba was responsible for maintaining the communist regime in Yugoslavia through the oppression of political opposition at home and also for acting against political emigration. Marta KOS was guided and instructed by secret police officer Stojan Selin from the Udba center in Sloven Gradec, the main town of the northern Slovenian province. And this center was one of 13 centers of the Udba in Slovenia. She submitted reports to secret officer Selin, both in writing and verbally. Based on this reporting, Stojan Selin composed secret information for the Udba leadership in Ljubljana, which was signed by Slavko Večkovnik, the head of the Sloven Gradec secret political police. In Ljubljana, they were read by secret police officers Nikola Prokšelj and Jože Žabkar, and most likely by some others from the secretive and obscure Udba Empire. It is a striking coincidence that it was Jože Žabkar who took the author of the mentioned book, Commissioner, by Igor Omerza, to a secret police interrogation in May 1988. At the same time, secret police officers took Janez Jansa from the Micro Ada company office, and currently the head of the Slovenian opposition, to interrogation, which resulted in his immediate arrest. At first, Marta KOS was registered as a source, which had been known for a long time from her code number 14,000 in the Central Active Database, or udba.net, as it is widely known. When she started working at Radio Deutsche Welle in Cologne in early 1990, the job she got with the help of the Udba, she was promoted from registered Udba source, codename Tara, to a Udba collaborator with the newly assigned codename Blanca. With this position at Deutsche Welle, she, for instance, infiltrated the German public TV network, ZDF. The combination of her codenames, Tara Blanca, irresistibly reminds author Igor Omerza of the song Paloma Blanca. Marta KOS categorically denied any collaboration with the communist secret police, publicly during the hearing before Slovenian parliamentarians and then again before European parliamentarians in fall 2024. For example, before the whole of Europe in Brussels, she stated,
"I have never been informant or worked for the secret service of Yugoslavia, which is not Udba. Udba was dissolved in 1966, and at that time I was 1 year old. So if you speak about the secret service, it was SDV. But once again, I have never been a collaborator of the secret service."
At that time, she succeeded in lying, as she was known only by her secret police code number. But after the publication of the book, Commissioner, which lists 10 documents from the Slovenian archives about her secret police background, such denial is no longer possible. The Slovenian government, led by Robert Golob, was officially warned about Marta KOS's connection to the communist secret police, which came from the mentioned Central Active Database, or Udba.net. But they completely ignored the warning. Faced with such serious and substantiated allegations of her collaboration with the secret political police, the government should have immediately requested an expert opinion on the matter from the archives of the Republic of Slovenia. Instead, the Slovenian government went ahead with her candidacy for European Commissioner without hesitation. With the now novel and verified Tara Blanca disclosures, this conclusion has become quite distressing. With this reckless and suicidal act, the Slovenian government, led by Robert Golob, has contaminated the European government and its leader, Ursula von der Leyen, with the Yugoslav communist secret police, informally called Udba. Even worse, Marta KOS has exposed herself to blackmail by those who certainly knew and still know about her secret past. Reports about her were also sent from Slovenia to Belgrade, to the headquarters of the Federal Secret Police. Namely, everything related to foreign countries and Marta KOS, who went to Deutsche Welle as an Udba collaborator, had to be approved by the Federal Chief of the Yugoslav Secret Political Police in Belgrade. The main value of the documents about her collaboration with the communist secret police, which have now been revealed for the first time in the book Commissioner, is that it is no longer possible to blackmail Marta KOS with her past, neither now nor in the future. In this regard, the European government, Ursula von der Leyen, and Commissioner Marta KOS herself have been freed from a great burden. Better late than never. At her European hearing, when denying her cooperation with Udba, and also asked about it by MP Ilhan Küçük, Marta KOS said,
"It is about my integrity. And I'm happy that you asked the question, because it gives the opportunity that before or in front of all of you, we clear this once forever."
Well, with this book, dear readers, which is now before you, her eternal integrity has crumbled to dust and ashes.